Hello, grade 11 students. Welcome and a new English lesson. Our lesson today is writing a story. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to scan a story for specific information, identify the different parts of a story, extract examples of language features in a story, and use different time linkers in context. Dear students, look at the picture and think about the topic of our lesson today. Have you got it? Great! Our lesson is about a safari trip. Good job. Now please open a student's book, page 48, exercise A. Writing a story. Dear students, now let's discuss these two questions. The first question is, would you be interested in going on a safari? Why? Why not? In other words, would you like to go on a safari trip one day? The second question is, when on a safari, what dangers might you encounter? In other words, what are the dangers that you might face on a safari trip? Please think for a while. After that, we're going to discuss the answers for these two questions. Okay, now let's look at the first picture here. Of course, it's very interesting to see the wild animals, such as lions and elephants, tigers, and of course it will be enjoyable to see them up so close in the wild. Look at the second picture. Aha! On the contrary, being so close to wild animals, it doesn't give you a chance to think what's going to happen and at what time might any animal attack you. So it represents very danger to be so close around these animals. Now please open the student's book, page 48, exercise B. Dear students, please make sure that you are opening your student's book on page 48, exercise B. Now, read the story and answer the questions that follow. Question number 1. Who is the main character or the protagonist of the story? So, we would like to know the main character in the story. Question number 2. How does the narrator engage the reader's attention from the very beginning? In other words, how does the narrator attract the reader's attention from the beginning of the story? Dear students, please pause the video for some time. Get your answers ready, then play the video again in order to check your answers. Dear students, now it's time to check the answers of the two questions. The first question is, who is the main character or the protagonist of the story? And the answer is, excellent, the narrator. The narrator is the protagonist of the story. Narrator means the person who's telling the story. Excellent. The second question, how does the narrator engage or attract the reader's attention from the very beginning? Very good. The narrator attracts the attention of the readers by introducing the idea of unforgettable experience. In other words, the narrator mentioned that his experience was unforgettable, so the readers would keep reading to know why this experience is unforgettable. Excellent. Now please open a student's book, page 48, exercise C. Dear students, read the story again and do the activities that follow. Number 1. Each of the following statements corresponds to one of the paragraphs in the story. Write the numbers 1 to 5 in the boxes provided. In other words, you need to write down the number of the paragraphs where you can find these statements. For example, in which paragraph does the writer describe the main event? B. In which paragraph does the writer tell us where the story took place? C. In which paragraph does the writer explain the outcome of the main event? And D. In which paragraph does the writer present the people accompanying him? Dear students, please pause the video for some time, get your answers ready. After that, play the video again in order to check your answers. Let's go. Okay, now it's time to check the answers. In which paragraph does the writer describe the main event? Excellent. Paragraph number 3. Let's check the answer. As you can find out here, the writer describes the main event of the story. Excellent. Letter B. In which paragraph does the writer tell us where the story took place? Paragraph number 1. Excellent. As you know that the writer needs to mention the place and time of the story at the very beginning in paragraph number 1. Let's check the answer. The writer mentioned here the story took place in Tanzania Nature Reserve. Very good. Letter C. In which paragraph does the writer explain the outcome of the main event? Excellent. Number 4. Let's check the answer. And the writer mentioned here the main event. Okay. And the last one. In which paragraph does the writer present the people accompanying him? Of course, the writer needs to mention the characters at the beginning of the story. So this is paragraph number 1. Let's check the answer. Excellent. My cousin James. Very good. Dear students who are still in exercise C, students book page 48. And now you need to know in which paragraph does the writer tell us what he learned from this experience? Letter F. In which paragraph does the writer describe what took place before the main event? J. In which paragraph does the writer describe how he felt when the incident occurred? And H. You need to know in which paragraph does the writer say how he felt when a solution to his problem presented itself. Please pause the video for some time, get your answers ready. After that, play the video again in order to check your answers. Okay, now it's time to check the answers. In which paragraph does the writer tell us what he learned from this experience? Excellent, paragraph number 5. And now we can find the answer. Letter F. In which paragraph does the writer describe what took place before the main event? Very good, paragraph number 2. And here we can find the answer. J. In which paragraph describe how he felt when the incident occurred? Excellent, paragraph number 3. And here is the answer. And the last one, letter H. In which paragraph does the writer say how he felt when a solution to his problem presented itself? Excellent, paragraph number 4. And here's the answer. Thank you very much. Dear students, before doing the task, please let's have a look at the plot development chart. Every story should start with the exposition, then rising action, till we come to the climax. Then the actions or the events of the story move down with the following action, till it ends with the resolution. Now, exercise C, number 2. The stages of plot development in the table below correspond to paragraphs 1 to 5 in the story. Complete the table with the function of each stage Please read the stages of the plot development A to E, then fill in the table with the correct letters. Please pause the video for some time, get your answers ready, then play the video again. Okay, it's time to check the answers. Which letter indicates the introduction? Excellent, letter E. The introduction that introduces the protagonists or the characters. Then it gives something about the time and place of the story. Fantastic. Rising action. Excellent, letter D. That provides extra detail and introduces the problem. The climax is B. Excellent. That describes the most intense moment of the story. What about the falling action? It's C. Excellent. It shows how the problem is resolved. And what about the conclusion? The conclusion, of course, is letter A. That shows the lesson that was learned and how the character has changed as a result. Thank you very much. Dear students, we are still in exercise C, number 3. Find examples of the following features in the story. Direct speech, questions, exclamations, powerful language, and why does the writer use these features? So, please pause the video for some time. You need to get the following features, and you need to know why does the writer use each of them. Then play the video again in order to check your answers. Thank you. Okay, now it's time to check the answers. Dear students, here are the following features, and here you can find out why the writer uses each of them. Thank you very much. Dear students, now open Students' Book, page 48, exercise D. Exercise D. Complete the rules about the use of time linkers with the highlighted words in the story. So we need to open the story and have a look at the highlighted words. After that, read the sentences 1 to 3 and then complete them with the correct time linkers. Please pause the video for some time, get your answers ready. After that, play the video again in order to check your answers. Thank you. Okay, now it's time to check the answers. We use very good the linker after and the linker when with until, before, till, as soon as, and by the time in order to link two past actions, one of which happened earlier than the other. Excellent. Number 2, we use very good as and while with the past progressive to link two past actions which were happening at the same time or to introduce the longer of the two actions. Excellent. Number 3, use time words or phrases such as yesterday, last night, last month, last year, or 2 years ago, then, just then, after that, and the day after, and at the time, in order to indicate when something happened. Excellent. Dear students, now open a Students' Book, page 48, exercise E. Dear students, read the story and circle the correct words or phrases. Now let's check the answers. Very good. Now we are still in exercise E. You need to read the story, then to circle the correct words or phrases. Let's check the answers. Thank you. Dear students, here you can find out some useful story writing websites. Try to make use of them. Thank you. Dear students, thank you very much for watching. Till we meet again, wish you all the best.